IMSA's GTP class returns as the top class of prototype racing in North America, replacing the previous generation DPI category with the GTP class, which will feature the all-new LMDh cars. Buckle up as I take you through everything that you need to know about the GTP class. Grand Touring Prototype, or GTP as they're more often referred to as, are the most technologically advanced prototypes on the IMSA grid. Built off of an LMP2 chassis, all of the GTP class cars feature a spec hybrid system as well as a spec battery system. Now, there are 4 manufacturers of these LMP2 chassis that an auto manufacturer can choose to partner up with, and once they have a chassis partner decided, then they're able to get to work and implement styling cues from their road cars to really give these GTP cars the look and feel that their brand is looking for. Also, unlike other IMSA prototype classes that feature all cars with the same spec engine, the GTP class has a little more flexibility on this front, with manufacturers free to design and build their own engine for the car. The first of the 4 LMP2 chassis manufacturers is Dallara. They have partnered with BMW on BMW's BMW M Hybrid V8 project, which takes styling cues from many BMW models, such as that iconic kidney-shaped grille. The car, which will be fielded by BMW M Team RLL, features a V8 twin-turbo engine that produces approximately 640 horsepower. This engine is also based heavily off of the engine that BMW used in DTM during the 2017 and 2018 seasons. The Cadillac V LMDh car will also utilize the Dallara chassis, taking design elements such as the vertical headlights and floating blades from many of Cadillac's designs give the car a very sharp appearance. The 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine sounds incredible, while also outputting about 670 horsepower. And the Cadillac V LMDh will be run by Chip Ganassi Racing, as well as an entry by Action Express Racing. There will be no Ligier chassis on the 2023 grid, but Lamborghini is expected to join the IMSA grid in 2024 as the first manufacturer that will be using the Ligier chassis in IMSA. We should hear some more news about this car as the 2023 season rolls on. Porsche will be using the Multimatic chassis on their Porsche 963. Now, the 963 pulls classic Porsche styling cues while also utilizing a similar headlight design to the new electric Porsche Taycan. Porsche Penske Motorsports will operate the factory IMSA operation, with JDC Miller Motorsports and Proton Competition also set to receive customer cars a couple of months into the season. And the Porsche 963 will feature a 4.6-liter twin-turbo V8 engine capable of producing 670 horsepower. The Acura ARX-06 is the only IMSA entry utilizing the Oreca chassis in 2023. The car pulls styling cues from their entire line of cars, especially with the front design featuring the iconic Acura headlights and grille shapes of recent years. Defending champions Meyer Shank Racing and Wayne Taylor Racing will contest the car that features a 2.4-liter twin-turbo V6. Which car do you like best? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, one thing to keep in mind with these new GTP cars is that they do not feature any driver aids such as traction control or ABS, and they actually have software built into the electric motors of these cars to prevent them from being used as a sort of traction control device. Also, all of the cars that will be racing on the 2023 IMSA grid are, of course, LMDh spec cars, and therefore they are eligible to run in the hypercar category of the World Endurance Championship, which means they are eligible to race in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Some manufacturers, such as Cadillac, have already announced that the Chip Ganassi Racing entry that will be contesting in IMSA this season, as well as the Action Express Racing entry, will both be going over for the French 24-hour endurance race. The GTP class features unrestricted driver lineups, meaning that drivers of any FIA license level can compete in the class. Now, this doesn't mean that we're going to see a bunch of silver and bronze rated drivers in the class. You'll probably be lucky if you see one. This class is going to be dominated by gold and platinum drivers, and those gold and platinum drivers are the best of the best. The GTP cars should be pretty easy for you to spot out on track. On the side, they will have an illuminated black number box, but the more obvious giveaway is probably just going to be the raw speed that these cars have. They are the fastest cars on track and will be making lots of passes on slower class cars. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to crash your thumb into that like button. 2023 will be the first season of the GTP class re-entering IMSA after replacing the previous generation of DPI prototypes. The change to this new LMDh spec of car, which is also being run in the top class of the World Endurance Championship, has created a ton of buzz and excitement around the sport. This has led to more manufacturers becoming involved, with already 4 manufacturers that we talked about a moment ago confirmed for IMSA in 2023, and at least 1 more coming in 2024. This increase in interest has led to a considerable increase in entries on the IMSA grid, actually to the point where for the first time since 2014, the 24 Hours of Daytona will feature a wait list. And it's not going to stop anytime soon, with 2024 already having been confirmed that Lamborghini is going to be entering the sport, and the possibility of some of the World Endurance Championship hypercar manufacturers coming across to race as well. It certainly looks like the top class is going to have some healthy grid sizes for years to come. Now, the increased interest in IMSA is not only present in the GTP class. LMP2 has seen an increased interest, especially from European teams looking to come across and compete with their Pro-Am lineups. You can learn all about the LMP2 class right here. I'd love to give a big thank you to all of our early Patreon supporters. If you too want to support the show, then you can head to patreon.com/offintheesses. Once again, thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone has a great race weekend. It doesn't go off in the S's.